Sorry, guys. I just got out the hospital. Had 5 heart attacks in this game. Honestly, I've been watching the Raiders since I was a little kid in '96, and I've seen a lot of Raider games. A lot of special games. This is honestly the craziest game I've ever seen in my life. Like, we went from the beginning of the half to just looking like our old selves last year to fluke plays, fights, late hits on quarterbacks. I'm just like, it looked like a movie. Like, it didn't look like a real live NFL game. It looked like a movie version of an NFL game. Had all the makings. And I'm glad I stayed from beginning to end, because I was getting disheartened. Just getting real disheartened. Especially coming into this game, I wasn't really confident. Chiefs were a great team. They're coming off a loss. So they needed to win this game as well. It was a short week. We had a heartbreaker, 1-point loss to the Chargers. But for some reason, when it comes to division games, no matter how good you are or how bad you're struggling, it's always going to be a close game with division games. I can't explain it. Maybe it's just the familiarity. But man, whew, hell of a game. Now, first things first, I want to give credit to the defense. Because my biggest critique with the defense is that they keep the game close in the first half and maybe in the third quarter, but they never can get that stop when they need it for us to pull out a victory in the fourth quarter. This time, made plays. Got to give credit to Navarro Bowman, who came out and said he spent 40 hours studying film in the playbook for the 3 days that he was here. It paid off, because he was a leading tackler, I believe, with 11 tackles. He looked spry. He looked fresh. He only missed 1 tackle, and I believe it was against Hunt late in the second half. But other than that, he looked good. He seemed like a good tackler. He had a great blitz that forced Alex Smith to have a short hop it. So that led to a 3-and-out. The defense, Khalil Mack, Danico Autry, they came to play, especially that last series where we had to stop them. We couldn't let them have points. We had to stop them. The defense played well. And I think when we start getting people healthy, because our linebackers, we already know where they are. They're thin and they're hurt. DBs, we already know with that. But overall, the defense overcame a lot of adversity against a high-powered Chiefs offense. So I got to give kudos. Kudos to the defense. I will say this, though. We got to talk about our DBs. And I said it in the beginning of the season in training camp. It's not our linebackers I'm worried about. It's the DBs. And I feel bad for David Emerson. He had a bad game. He got benched in favor of Sean Smith. And he just had a bad game. And it didn't help that he went against Tyreek Hill, who that one touchdown pass where he just burned David Emerson. At first you're like, damn, you couldn't. Why didn't you like give this dude some space? But he was actually almost like 10 yards away from the dude, and he still ran by him. But you think about it, he does that to almost everybody in the league. So you can't really blame David Emerson for that. But he had a bad game. Wasn't his, we gotta work some things out with him. Also, Reggie Nelson, if he's supposed to be our deep safety, why in the hell do I always see him trailing the receiver? Always, consistently trailing the receiver. I'm like, shouldn't you take better angles or just get further deep back into your zone or something? He's always trailing the receiver, and he's supposed to be our last bracket of help. Got to talk to Reggie Nelson too. We gotta work on some things. But overall, the defense played well. We got to get some turnovers. We had plenty of opportunities to get turnovers. We didn't capitalize it. If we had done that, the game wouldn't have been as close. So we're right there to getting better on defense. I'm happy about that. I'm seeing slightly better changes. Now, let's go to the offense. Offense looked good, and I'm not going to lie. A lot of people have been commenting saying Man, I miss Billy. We need Musgraves back. Todd Downing, he's holding Derek Carr back. He's terrible. And I'm not gonna lie, I was starting to think maybe we should have kept good old Billy. Maybe we should have. But he made a great call. He called a great game. Called a great game. Opened the offense up, deep passing, got Amari Cooper the ball, which was huge. He still had a couple of drops where I'm just like, come on, Amari. I just got back to calling you Amari Ferrari. And you gonna do me like that, Amari? But he got over 200 yards, 2 touches. He showed up finally. So hopefully this can be the beginning of him getting on a roll. Crabtree, we already know what Crabtree is. He's been consistent all year. Matter of fact, he's been consistent since he signed with the Oakland Raiders. And my God, that man is clutch. Is he not clutch? Is he not clutch? To me, that's the definition of a number one receiver. Everybody knows when the game's on the line where Derek Carr is going to go, and when you still get a play, you still make the play. That's the number one receiver in my mind. Number one receiver. Offensive line looked pretty good. Derek Carr didn't really get pressured a lot. I mean, there were some plays where he got pressured, but for the most part, he had time to get those long developing routes, throw downfield. Cordell Patterson had a great game, I thought, especially that one-handed catch, and I believe it was in the first half. He had a great one-handed catch, looking like Odell right there for a split second. I will say this. I was about to flame Todd Downing when they called Derek Carr to do a quarterback draw. I'm like, bro, that's the dumbest play in the world. This dude just got back from a broken back. What are you doing? Then I watched the interview, and Derek Carr said he checked to the draw play, which led to the late hit by Marcus Peters and led to Marshawn going on the field. And I get it. You know, I felt like Marshawn was trying to protect his boy Marcus Peters, and at the same time not have anybody throw punches. You know, because that is a dangerous play. You never know. Your quarterback can be taken out, and people got to protect. So I admire everybody on the Raider uniform that say, "Hey, we're not gonna tolerate this." And I believe Marshawn Lynch was trying to be the peacemaker. So, and if you look at it closely, he tried to grab the referee after he noticed he was a referee. He tried to grab him back, but at that point it was too late. The ref had thrown the flag, and we knew he was going to get ejected by then. So, I had got no problem with it. And everyone was talking about how he left the stadium, and then all over the internet, people showed that he was actually in the stands, incognito, watching the game. And only Marshawn Lynch would do something like that, but it was hilarious. Anyway, DeAndre Washington, I was a little down on him this year, but he had a grown man run to get a touchdown. That was Marshawn Lynch-esque. He looked good. Jalen Richard, he looked good. Jared Cooper. Jesus, why do I keep doing this? Jared Cook. I'm glad we signed him because I was getting on him bad. Bro, you're not making plays. But that one catch at the very end where I thought it was a touchdown. That was the kind of catches we need from an athletic tight end, and a first down conversion where he put a little move on. I think it was on a linebacker or a safety. I can't remember. But he got when it was on the last drive, huge. He made plays. He had a good game, in my opinion. I will say this though, and I don't know if it's the receiver's fault or the play call, because too many times the receivers were running the exact same route where it was just easy for the DBs to lock in on the ball and knock it down. Twice that happened. One was with Holton and I believe Amari Cooper. Another one was with Holton again. Was it Patterson? I can't remember the other time that it happened. And then it happened again with Jared Cook and Seth Roberts. This time it actually worked in the favor. Jared Cook was able to go up high, get it, made a huge catch, a contested catch. A great throw by Derek Carr. You know, this is a hell of a game. Hopefully this can be the beginning of things to come. But man, And then at the end of the game, I kind of knew they were going to call a push-off on Crabtree because Marcus Peters sold it. He sold it. He sold it. Because I didn't think he really pushed him, but I knew they were going to call it. And then we had the one with Cordell Patterson where I was like, oh, did he get in? Did he get in? They called the holding, so we had to go back again. Then there was one to Jared Cook where I thought in real time he should have caught it, but when I saw it in slow motion, it was kind of high, but I'm like, if you could make that play. And then they called another defensive holding or PI on the Chiefs, and I was like, oh, Jesus, please, we need this game. And plus it's a division game, so it's twice as important. We need this. And he's rolling left, and the Crabtree, I'm like, got him, got him, got him, got him. Whew. But I was nervous because Tavecchio missed a couple. Actually, had one kick blocked and he missed another one. I was like, oh, Jesus, oh, Jesus. And he struggled the last week as well. I was like, please. That was one of the nervous extra points I've had in a very long time. I'm like, Jesus, come on. Just make the play. Make the play. Make it. Came down. Went straight up. And I was like, at first, the angle that I saw, I was like, did he miss that? I was about to panic. Because I did not want to go to overtime. But he made it. One of the best comebacks. I think it was 7 lead changes. One of the best games I've ever seen in my life. And I've seen a lot of games. So, tell me what you guys think. Tell me what you think about Navarro Bowman, who I thought had an outstanding game. He didn't look like a liability at all. And I think he only gets better as time goes on with this team. So, defense, I think, is going to get better. Hopefully, we can get our hurt defenders back. Hopefully, the offense can continue to make this kind of progression going on against the Buffalo Bills. They got several days to rest, heal up. So, I'm excited. Tell me what you were most shocked about this game. And tell me your thoughts again on Navarro Bowman and our DB situation. What would he do? Because I liked Dexter McDonald, and I like Keith McGill, who had a fluke play. Like, I thought he was going to pick it, but then all of a sudden pops in the air and he runs in for a touchdown. Like, we're just there to getting turnovers. We're this close to getting turnovers. So tell me about the DB situation. Khalil, tell me about the offensive coordinator. And do you think our season is saved? And do you think this propels us to go back to the playoffs? Let me know what you guys think. And as always, thanks for watching. Oh yeah, I forgot. Super Bowl! We out here.